Hey, what's up everybody? It is Kellen here from Start Your Systems and welcome back to MX Simulator, where today we are playing the opening round of the 2022 AMA Esports Motocross Championship from Fox Raceway 1, kicking off the opening round of the championship here tonight. And yes, you heard me correctly, folks. The AMA Esports Motocross Championship is now what Race Factory's Outdoor Championship has become. A lot of big news to talk about, so we're going to get into it and discuss a little bit of it. But just want to say, glad to be back. Glad that I'll be behind the microphone calling yet another season of MX Simulator Outdoor National Racing. My start in broadcasting got all the way started basically like 11 years ago now. Back in the 2012 outdoor season, and then I've done basically a decade of it since. And getting ready to, drop the gate again for another fun outdoor season. So just excited for that. But just to get into this announcement, because it's a really cool announcement, and I feel like it's going to be a pretty fun talking point all season long. Yes, so RaceFactoryGaming, the company that has been running the MX Simulator Pro Motocross Championship basically since I started broadcasting it back in 2012, has partnered with a company called Init Esports. And for those of you that don't know what Init Esports is, it's a company ran by former world and American women's motocross champion Steffi Bao. So you guys may remember that name from a little bit back in the day. She's not that old yet, but she's definitely one of those that if you're younger and don't, I guess maybe if you weren't like born... if you're born after 2000, maybe you don't really know that much about her because she got a lot of her winning done in the early 2000s, so you may have been too young to know that. But so yeah, she runs this esports company. They partnered with her, and she partnered with the AMA to create the AMA Esports Motocross Championship for the outdoors. So I'm going to complete a lap here, just riding the track, and then I'll pull off and talk about some of these press releases so we can kind of get into the little bit further details of it. But honestly, for me and how long I've been associated with this game and seeing where it's come from, and I used to race professionally in this game and now just do the broadcasting. This is awesome. This is so cool for everybody that plays MX Simulator, everybody that's really just even a fan of motocross gaming. You should be pretty stoked about this, because this is like kind of bringing esports and our little kind of like niche game up into more or less like the upper echelon in a way, to have a partner with a big esports company like Init, and to get the AMA involved, and it's an official AMA championship now, and certain things like that. It just kind of validates, I guess, the series a little bit more. And I know people will be like, oh, but the AMA, like, they make some dumb decisions and all this stuff like that. But even so, it's still an official sanctioning body, and to have it behind this video game series that we've been doing all of these years is really cool. So let's read a couple of these press releases. I'll pull them up on the screen. So this is from the Init Esports website, and an overview of the AMA Esports Motocross Championship. As they put it, we have teamed up with Race Factory to bring you the first ever official AMA Esports Motocross Championship on MX Simulator PC game. Race against the best PC gamers on the planet to have a chance to become an official AMA champion. You'll be competing on 12 iconic U.S. national tracks following the IRL series. You'll be able to race in either the 450 Pro Class, the 250 Pro Class, or the Amateur Class. Only the 450 and 250 Pro Class will get a chance to be crowned the 2022 respective AMA Esports Motocross Champions. So they have a whole page set up. You're actually going to be able to sign up for the series through the Init Esports page, and it's kind of like two separate series, but we'll get into that in a second. On the Race Factory side, here is what they put out talking about the new for 2022 MX Pro season. They said, we are happy to announce that we partnered with Init Esports and the AMA to bring you the 2022 AMA Motocross Esports Championship. For the first time ever, compete against the fastest MX Simulator racers in the world to have a chance at winning the AMA Motocross Esports Championship. So you can create an account on Init Esports, and it kind of like just meshes with your Race Factory account, and then once you've created an account, you can navigate to the AMA Esports Motocross Championship page, sign up. It'll give you two different passes options, and there's obviously the amateur series as well. But at the very bottom here, a key difference is not feeling up to competing in the AMA Championship. You can still compete in the series with our regular series pass on our website, but you will not be eligible to place in the AMA Championship. The AMA Championship and RF Championship will compete together. However, the races competing in the AMA Championship will be scored separately and have separate AMA Motocross Esports Championship leaderboards. So it's kind of like, I guess, two championships in one. I think that most likely we're going to have kind of like a majority of people sign up for the AMA side of it, just because I feel like people that play MX Simulator, people that race in this series, they don't make a lot of money. Most of them don't make any money. They just do it because this is a fun game that we've all played for a long time, and it's a cool like challenge or like realistic scope, I guess, to be able to race against the other best players in the world on arguably the best tracks in the world and feel like you're really part of like an official series. Now it really is kind of like being a part of an official series, so that part of it's obviously pretty cool. But if I was racing, I would definitely sign up for the AMA thing, because it's maybe a little bit more money, I think, but it's the opportunity to say like, yeah, I'm competing in an AMA championship. Like, this is like as legit can get for our little esports world here in MX Simulator. So 100% I would sign up for the AMA side of it if I was still racing, and I think you're going to see a lot of guys do the same, because it's just the cool opportunity of it. It's not to make more money or anything like that. It's just to be a part of the official series and race and have a good time. And oftentimes people get maybe a little bit more worked up about this game in this series than they need to be for something that they don't really make any money off of. But it happens, and I definitely got angry in my time of playing this game too. So I get it. But back to the logistical side of it. So from my side of things, for those of you that are like wondering if anything really changes, yeah, it kind of does. So there's still going to be broadcasts every time that the race is happening. We're starting tonight on June 1st, 2022. And the broadcast will be live on Start Your Systems YouTube page, the way that we have been doing all season long with the Supercross broadcast. And pretty much for the last 3 or 4 years now, we've been doing it all on our YouTube page. We did it on Twitch for a while, but we were getting less viewership there, so we transitioned to YouTube exclusive. But now we get to expand a little bit with the help of Init Esports. And like I said, a great thank you to Steffi Bao and everybody over there at Init for reaching out and even offering this opportunity for myself as well as the series. But we're also going to be simulcasting on Init Esports' Twitch page. So if you're more of a Twitch user, we'll be simulcasting there. And the broadcast should be live. If not, there will be a replay back on ESTV, which is an esports TV program. They have an app and everything like that. So we're actually going to be broadcasting to 3 different channels this year, which is kind of an exciting proposition. For my side, it's obviously maybe a little bit more logistically difficult to make sure everything runs smoothly. But at least we do have a couple backup options if everything doesn't run perfect tonight. We don't get all the live feeds up on their Twitch page or ESTV, for example. I will definitely be live on our YouTube page, so you can be able to watch it there. And this is all for free. You don't have to pay for anything. This is just to be, to watch the races. And then the playbacks, I'll be able to save a replay of the playbacks, and we should be able to get them up on, at the very least, ESTV within this week, and then hopefully get things sorted by Hangtown to broadcast there. I don't foresee us having those problems. I'm pretty sure I've got everything pretty well dialed for the simulcasting side of things, but if we do run into those problems, just letting you guys know that you'll still see the broadcast up on those places if you're interested in watching it there. But as well, we'll also have it on the Start Your Systems YouTube page as always. So nothing really changed there. If you're a fan of the series, if you followed along with us for the last couple of years, or maybe started watching with us at Supercross this year and didn't even know there was going to be an outdoor championship, yep, there is. There's an outdoor championship coming. And we'll be excited to broadcast all 12 rounds of the outdoor championship as well. Mostly on Wednesday nights. I'll probably slide in the schedule graphic right here as well so you guys can see. Mostly the Wednesdays after the races now. Normally the season would have started last week, and we would have the racing going on before the real life nationals. But actually, so now that I think of it, I think the first 4 rounds up until High Point will be delayed, one I guess week behind the schedule would be the way to put it. But once we get past High Point, which is a week off after High Point, I think we're back fully right on schedule with being ahead again. Again, I could be wrong, but we'll always have the information at the bottom of the broadcast as well of upcoming races and the schedules you can follow along. So yeah, it's all really cool. It's very exciting to have Init on board with us and helping out Race Factory to kind of maybe promote the game a little bit more, grow the game. A lot of people have said Sim's been dying for years, but it just takes little stuff like this to kind of inject some life back into it at least. keep the ball rolling for a little while. And you know, the core group of people that are still racing in this game, they still love it. They're still super into it, and I feel like no bigger indication of that is the fact that Alexis Leclerc, after all the crap he went through at the end of the outdoor championship last year, is still here racing and almost won the Supercross title. So like, clearly, you know, you get kind of sucked into sim, and you're kind of sim for life to a degree. You know, a lot of people have moved on from the game, but I still feel like they feel that sim was kind of their first love, if you will. So, you know, we're just happy as, I think, a community to have this opportunity. We have an official AMA Esports Motocross Championship being ran in MX Simulator. I couldn't be more excited to broadcast it this year for you guys, bring all the action this summer. And yeah, hopefully you'll tune in with us each week and watch the broadcast as well. Always love to have a lively chat and have you guys hanging out. Not much, I don't think, is really going to change from the broadcast perspective. It's not like we're shoving commercials in or anything like that. It's literally going to be the same broadcast as it's always been, just with some, you know, cool added bonuses, I guess, right? Like being able to call it an esports championship, being simulcasted on multiple networks, a bunch of stuff like that is just, it's awesome. And so stoked to be a part of it. Excited to see this championship kick off tonight. It's going to be 5:30 p.m. Pacific. That's 8:30 p.m. Eastern. We'll be going live here on Start Your Systems YouTube channel, ESTV, and the Init Esports Twitch page to kick off the championship. Tyler Lang looking to defend his 2021 RaceFactoryGaming National Championship. A lot of guys ready to jump up there and fight him, and we're going to be, you know, bringing every little tidbit of the action all season long to hopefully fill you guys in on all the cool happenings in the MX Simulator world as well. And yeah, like I said, just couldn't be more excited, couldn't be more happy. If you guys have any more questions, please be sure to get involved in the comment section below. We'll be down there trying to help out as much as possible today. We'll put up the live stream information a little bit later on, so I'll link it down in the description a little bit later on as well. Be sure to follow us on our Twitter, Instagram, Facebook pages, TikTok as well. We always post some stuff there to get you guys hyped for the season as well. And also, please follow Init Esports Twitch, I should say, and ESTV, because we want to show those people that we are very grateful for them to bring us on this year as a series that they are helping to host. So yeah, shout out to them. Shout out to everybody that's always involved with the series as well. RaceFactoryGaming, RaceFactoryGaming Track Crew, all the sponsors behind them. And yeah, let's drop the gate, folks. This is going to be a fun season. Can't wait to get it started, and we'll see you a little bit later on tonight. So thanks, guys, for tuning in, and we'll see you guys in the next one. So long for now.